And
Okay, we're
just
live.
now, I I lost the life part.
Oh, come on, Genevieve. Give it the
Hey, yeah,
phone.
I don't know what's going on with me today, but I could always change that after. Don't worry.
Okay, well, I won't worry then. I won't worry.
Okay,
I
good.
won't.
So, going live now.
Woo! Oh, let it hear the noise. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, oh my gosh.
I think I just snorted. Yeah, that's gonna be recorded. Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh my
Let me
gosh.
let me mute myself for a bit.
There we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Genevieve Renee. I'm coming to you live from the sunny Twin Island state of Trinidad and Tobago with my good friend, sister friend, co-host, hostess with the mostest, Coral, from across the pond in England. And this evening we have with us none other than Tonia Tyler. Listen to me. We are like super excited to have Tonia on with us today. So tune in. Now, just to give you a little bit about me, for those of you who don't know me, I am in the business of making friends, collecting names and numbers. Yeah, because the company that I'm with, we sell perfumes. I mean the genuine
Mm-hmm.
thing, all right? Not knockoffs, not watered down anything. But it's not just about that. Like, I joined to make money, but in the process, I found that I'm making friends and I like the person that I am becoming. Yeah, today it's 900. FM 900. I don't know what you're rocking, Coral. And that's how I met Coral. Coral works with the same, and I say with, we don't work for the
Yes.
company, we work with them. And Coral works with the same company, so we'd be on training sessions together,
Mm-hmm.
and we started chatting as God would have it, and that's how this came about.
Mm-hmm.
Conversations with Coral and Jen. So we hope that you tune in, that you would enjoy, that you'd find value. Now, I know I will. I'm sure you will
Mm-hmm.
also. So have your pen and paper ready
Mm-hmm.
and let's get crack-a-lacking. Coral, turning it over to you.
It is absolutely fantastic to be here, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to try and contain my excitement here to get through this interview and everything, because I'm like, oh my days. But like my good friend, sister friend over there said, Genevieve, she said, hey, we're here to interview the very awesome Tonia Tyler. And I'm just going to give you a little intro about her. Just let me get my little screen and everything because I want to give her justice and everything. Yo, you ready?
Yeah.
Can I hear some more cheers, please? I want to hear some more cheers. Brilliant. All right, then. Tonya Tyler is the host and producer of the Coffee with Tea podcast. She is also a YouTube creative and a leadership lifestyle coach. And guess what? Tonya is a military retiree of the U.S. Army. Woo-hoo! And a former social media manager with a wealth of experience under her belt. She is committed to educating and empowering individuals, small business owners, and entrepreneurs. Her diverse background brings unique perspectives and invaluable insights into our mission of making a positive impact on your journey to success. Did I do good? I love it. Brilliant.
So, did you finish? You read everything?
I sure did.
No, man, you had a fantastic intro there. And now, I was
And
looking forward to
now,
that part.
oh yeah, and now we need a drum roll on this thing. The awesome Tonya Tyler. Woo!
I think of Eric. He always says, "Clap for yourself."
Yes, exactly. Oh, and for y'all that don't know, it's Eric F. King.
Yep.
Just in case y'all don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So shout out to Mr. King there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's thanks to him that the
Yeah.
three of us have hooked up, that we've met each other, you
Yes.
know? And so, Tanya, I want to ask you the first question, and I know you'll give us a little bit before you get into it. But I'm really curious because this is an area that I've always heard about, but I've never heard it explained properly that would want me to get my feet wet. But exactly what is podcasting and how did you get into it?
Ah, thank you. First of all, ladies, thank you for this awesome opportunity. I love your accents. I wish I had one. I really do. I do have one. Okay.
You do
But
have one.
I was like, but anyway, what is podcasting? It's like the traditional form. I can't really say. It's just basically like a way to get your voice, your message out. It's like it can be video, it could be audio, but it's having a dedicated time, having a series of like a goal, mission, statement of what you want to share with your audience. So that's my unofficial word of podcasting. That's what I'm going with, because you can do lives, Facebook lives, that's considered podcasting. What you're doing right now is considered podcasting. So there's so many different ways that you can look at it. It doesn't have to be defined by a certain standard. As long as you have a set show, like what you're doing here, is considered a podcast. So that's what I want to share that with you. So how did I get started? I started exactly like what you did. I paired up with a friend of mine, my good friend, Mr. Aaron. We had a show called TNA, and yes, we had a play on words. But it was Tonia and Aaron, and we did 50 episodes, and we started out doing Facebook Lives. That's how it all started. And then when COVID hit and we couldn't meet up anymore, that's when we sat down and we sort of parted ways doing our different things, and we went to Zoom. And if anybody knows Aaron, he was like, I need to be touching Tonia. I need interaction. You gotta, there's nothing like having the Zoom can't replace like in person. Yeah. And so sadly we cut off the TNA, and that's when I started Coffee with Tea, because I was like, there was so much insight that we had between our 20, we only had 20-minute shows. I went to his house every Monday, and we sat down and we did live. We had our phones, our little video phones. Mine streamed to Instagram, and his streamed to Facebook, and that's how we started our live streams for our Facebook lives.
I like that. So we just got some ideas there, right, Coral?
I know, right? I was like, ping, ping, ping. I know, like, okay, do that. I have a question for you. Maybe you already answered this, but you can answer it again anyway. What inspired you to create a show?
Well, I've always, like I said, when Aaron and I talked, give it a short background. Aaron and I met at a personal development event, and he came in and he ended up sitting in the row that we were in. And I was like, when the speaker was talking, he's like, hey, does anybody want to come up? Or so, we gave him like $20, and Aaron went up there to get the $20, and I'm looking like, who the hell is this dude, right? So I liked him. I liked his charisma and how he just did it. So we connected. And again, like I said, we did the podcast. But we always used to say, like, because I've always been a walker, and we would share both of our insights from different perspectives. And I said, well, Aaron, if I ever had my own show, it would be an interview show. And he was like, of course, he'd be like, why? And I was like, because first of all, I'm nosy. And then two, I thought this was a great way to connect with people, and knowing my personality. And I would, if I started podcasting by myself, like if this was a solo, Tonia was talking about, I like I said, I've been doing this 3.5 years. The show would have been canceled 2 or like maybe 3 years ago, because I would never have been able to sustain without having a personality. I need energy to feed off, and that's really like what Aaron was saying. The in-person thing was really great. It helped us continue. But then Zoom is also, I can do that with other people. So to me, having a person to bounce off energy was the kind of ideal show that I needed. So to me, it was like a no-brainer for interviews.
I like how you share that, because there have been times where either Coral or myself would be on training or something that we really can't make it on. And she would say, we could go ahead, and just the thought of doing it by myself is like, it's not going to have the same energy, the same excitement. Who am I going to laugh with and crack jokes with and that kind of stuff,
Aww.
So I get where you're coming, Tonia, for real, for real. So what advice would you give to aspiring what do you call them, podcasters? Yeah.
Yeah, podcast, an aspiring podcast. First of all, I hear a lot of people ask me, like, how do you get started? It's like, what kind of equipment do you need? It's not about the equipment. Trust me, it's not about the equipment. It's about just getting out there and wanting to share a platform. And I'll give you a little bit of background, like how this idea of a platform came to me. As you mentioned, I was a social media person, and I used to go out to California. I had a couple of clients out there, actors and stuff. Won't drop no names, but anyway, they had platforms, right? And I was like, well, you're a celebrity, right? But at this time, when they were afraid to share some of their insight because the audience would, give them grief about it. And I'm like, oh my God, if I had a platform, what would I do with my platform? And that was something in the back of my mind. So just before, like I said, between that transition of COVID and stuff, I was like, wow, I do have a platform. It may be a small platform, it may be only 10 people listening, but that's a platform. So that's what I started to do, is like, I'm going to make this my platform. And that's how it inspired me to do what I do, because we all have a platform. And I don't know if I answered that question, because I got lost in thoughts.
You did, because a lot of times people really tend to think about the equipment, but it's not about the equipment. Is what message you have to share. Give it your voice. What content you have to put out there. What do you want others to know? So yeah, you did answer. Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Cora, darling.
And I think about the equipment, because I used to think I needed to have the fancy equipment, the big ring light and everything that cost a fortune and everything. But then it was Mr. Eric F. King who said, no, you have to have that. Just have your phone and be like, hey, what's so good?
One thing I want to add to Miss Cora, my daughter gave me a ring light for Christmas, and that was after like a year of me doing this for a while, right? So she gave me this ring light, and but I went to the store and I got those lights that come over. They got 5 lights onto them, and that's what I've been using. That anything that just brings light to you, so you don't have to get fancy. And like you said, you have your phone, you can do that. And again, like I said, me and Aaron, we were streaming on our phones. Of course, when you do it, if you do it, straight up, you get cut off. But what we did, we did it fancy. We turned to the side, so it looked like we we had a whole full screen. So that's what we did.
Yeah, I like that. And then make sure you have a good background too. That also helps.
And they say that's a better way to do it, especially if you're going to put it onto YouTube. For YouTube, you need to have in that direction. But even as you mentioned the ring light, having a ring light, like I was looking at another guy, and he said just one, it would still give you shadows on your face. So you need to have more than one. So instead of being all technical, if you're not going to have, so I like your idea of just having that one with the 5 lights. That's what my son uses in his barber shop. That one overhead with the 5 on it, and it does very well. So yeah, thanks so much. But
brilliant. Next question. Oh yes, I like this one. What do you love most about podcasts? What do you love? I said the love. What do you love?
Okay, this one was more of a serious question, and I'm a woman of color, right? And the one reason why I started podcasting is I used to go to networking events all the time, and you see the speakers would go get invited up to the thing, and they're usually the ones who are like the big drawings. They're the ones with the biggest business and all this stuff. And I was like, in my mind, and at that time, I guess you could say it was stinking thinking. I never could see, because I was never a top seller in any marketing companies that I was or anything like that. But again, I used to realize, was like, I have a platform, right? So podcasting was one way I could say I could create a platform for myself. And I had to overcome what you call imposter syndrome at first, because when I started inviting people, like, you're the podcaster, you're the expert. And I'm like, faking it till I make it. But yeah, I'm the podcaster. So I took that title and I had to really learn, what does podcasting mean to me? So I took a deeper look to what does it that I could do. And then the fascination of it, it took me about a year to realize that Coffee with Tea was my show. It was my show. It was not like, it wasn't just a concept anymore, but it was a show that I created out of my thought and put it into motion. I created something out of my head and put it in motion. And so I really grab a hold of that idea, and I tried to figure out how I could make that more real. How can I make it better for me? So I did a lot of research about YouTube and podcasting and all that kind of stuff. So realizing podcasting to me was just like people create businesses out of their brains. I created a show of what I wanted to share, and then I could invite the guests that I wanted to have. So you don't have to have this amount of money to be invited on, or you don't have to have this kind of level of, it's, if you have an interesting story, you're my guest. I want to hear it. So that's what I love about podcasting is you can create your platform for what works for you and not based off somebody else's standards.
Yep.
I love that.
Thank you so much. Cora, I think I need the glasses for this one, because I see that we have
I love it. You're funny.
I want to welcome Alicia Warner and Brendan Reyes. They are tuning in with us. So great to have you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome to our conversations with Cora, with our beautiful guest, Dr. Tonia Tyler, Coach T, whatever you want to call her. All due respect. So, Coach T, what are your plans for 2024?
That's a good question. First, you know what? I go for these walks. Like I said, anybody who, I have to say, first of all, I got back on TikTok because Cora was like, "Oh my God, you got to get Tonya back on TikTok." And I was like, I haven't been on TikTok in a long time, girl. I've been off. I didn't even know what I wanted to do on TikTok. So I was dancing, trying to do things. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do what I do best, right? And I was like, I walk. I used to, I do like, anybody checks out my TikToks, they're always like some kind of motivational,
Check out
motivational or something like that, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I can, the most thing I could do is just do what I do best, right? And I walk, right? So I used to take these little clips of me walking, because that's what I do anyway, right? Yeah. And I was like, well, I ask these questions all the time when I'm walking. What's the best way I could do? Well, people struggling, like, I don't know what I'm going to do for my business, or I don't know what I'm going to do for my TikTok, or I don't know what the obvious question is, what do you do already? Right. And then what you can do is you can expand on it. So what I've already done is I have the podcast. For those who know, in military, we start processes. So this is my 4th year going into it. So the process now, the podcast is starting to roll on its own. So all I got to do is just like fill in the gaps of when I'm going to interview, when I do that. So what I'm doing for 2024 to add is adding on to what I've already done. I'm retired military. And I was thinking today, I was like, oh my goodness, how awesome. I am a Black female who served in the military for 20 years. I can sleep leadership in my dreams. So why not help people who are struggling with their leadership? Because I sleep, breathe strategic leadership, how to put it in practice. So in 2024, I'm taking what I've learned from the military and what I've learned about podcasting and putting it into a coaching program where I can help people who are struggling with leadership and building teams and stuff like that. So that's my exciting night, because I was like, I've been doing it. You do what, like I said, it takes you a little while. Imposter syndrome was something I had to overcome. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I was like, I sleep, breathe leadership.
I absolutely love that.
And you know what I do as well? Okay, so for those of you who don't know or you don't follow, you need to get on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
TikTok is more than just dancing, all right?
Oh yeah.
TikTok is people like me playing the fool, or people like Cora in the perfume, or people like Dr. T, and I love them because I'm in Trinidad. I get to see other parts of the world. So I get to see parts of America where she's doing her walking, and then she has the inspirational things going across. Or I get to see her dancing with her granddaughter, or they're just having some fun time together. So that's my encouragement to you. Get on TikTok and follow Tonia Tyler. Just as you see there, ToniaTyler. You will not be sorry. Trust me. And that's important too, because there are a lot of persons who go through depression and depressing moments in their life. Yeah. So you get up in the morning. If you're not a praying person, you don't read the Bible, no problem. Jump on TikTok and follow us. You're going to get some stuff that will keep you motivated and keep you inspired and keep you wanting to face your day. So,
Yes.
Tonia, thank you so much for those videos. And I'm looking forward to the walk that you did today. Yes. Go ahead, Coral.
Well, as you dropped in this thing about this coaching program that you've got, do you have any information at the moment to give to the viewers who may want to sign up to your coaching program? Or maybe there's a waiting list or something like that, people are interested, is there a way to, what do you want them to do?
Well, thank you, Miss Coral. You can always email me at confident strides. I have to spell that CONFIDENTSTRIDES at gmail.com. And that's the thing. I was like, oh, I gotta spell that. Yeah, confidentstrides.com. Or like I said, just reach out to just Genevieve or Coral and they'll know how to contact me. But I am on Facebook again, Tonia Tyler. Find me out there. Here's the thing I love about y'all too. I laugh and joke because your videos are hilarious too. That's what inspires me to keep going. Because like I said, we starting to build a relationship through each other's videos, and that's the fun part. And then the fun people, I'm realizing that other TikTokers are coming on there too, and we're building relationships. So it's always about a relationship that you're building. So don't just got caught up on the social title or Instagram, whatever. You can build relationships with people.
Yeah.
Yep. So true.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I should. Hey, Abby, thanks so much for tuning in. Great seeing you and Diane Malchin. Nice having you here with us today. Now, this last question seems kind of moot because the lady walks. She walks. She walks. But I'm still going to ask it just in case I missed something. Dr. T, what do you do for fun?
You know what? I thought about that question. I was like, well, here's the thing. I don't walk for fun. I don't walk for fun. I walk for clarity and peace and understanding. It's my time to connect with the Most High or a universe or God, however you want to say it. That's my quiet time in the mornings, right? And so for fun, I actually there's two things that I do, and I'm going to age myself with the first one. I'm a puzzler. I love to do puzzles. I love putting little pieces together. It's like seeing how it all comes together. And then here's a little known. We have a Nintendo here, and we still have the Guitar Hero. I played the Guitar Hero with the little. I still play that. We play the Nintendo. We do dance parties. That's what we do for fun here with my family.
That is so cool. I like that. Don't I don't think you're aging yourself, okay? Because maybe with the Nintendo, not the puzzles. Because I have a girlfriend who's younger than me and she loves puzzles. She lives on puzzles. And then I have my mom who loves puzzles. For me, I'm like, so I'm stuck between both of them. My mom and my girlfriend and these puzzles. But I like to encourage them because it's great seeing you create something beautiful out of the muddle of puzzles, pieces. So that's great. The Nintendo, okay.
Yeah. I have the Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero, yeah. Here's the bad thing. We sold our guitars a while back, and then I went on eBay and bought us back another guitar. And my husband's like, we need to get another one because the holidays are coming around. So we always get in here and start competing with each other. We had like 2 guitar games that we played. So we have fun.
I love it.
I love it.
Hopefully that would have given our viewers some ideas. And fun time is so important. So I love what you shared there on that morning on your going on your walks and just some peace and reflection, that time with your creator, God, whomever you want to call him. And then for the fun, the guitars. Oh my gosh. So Coral, I'm gonna turn the rest of the show over to you, my darling.
Oh, the rest of the show over to me. Okay, so can we do a little dance or whatever and stuff? I don't know. Hey, let me tell y'all something. If you want to check out more about Tonia and what she does, Eric F. King has a Promote Your Business on Thursdays and Fridays. Come check it out. Promote your business, and you get to see Tonia on another side of her and everything. Okay, but also we're gonna get information about the coaching program that she's got, because you definitely want to get on her waiting list, and she's gonna have a waiting list because Tonia is awesome. Okay. She is absolutely brilliant and she knows her stuff. Okay. You do not want to not be on her coaching program. I'm telling you right now. Okay. But thank you all for joining in. If you got any questions or what have you, drop them down there. She'll get she'll get everything. I'm not a talker. I like to play and that's what I like to do, So my homegirl, my sister friend Genevieve now, she's a professional one. But thank you all for joining in. It's been fabulous. Tonia, it's been great having you here. Thank you for answering all the wonderful questions. And we're so excited and everything, So yeah. Okay, I think I'm done.
I would say thank you for this opportunity. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I love when we go do this again.
I know, right? Don't go as yet though. Coral, did you do the screenshot?
No, are you able to do it on yours? Because it doesn't work on mine. I figured out.
Really?
Yeah, let me see.
How come?
Don't know.
Smile.
Oh, smile.
Got it.
Thank you.
Oh my word. Yes.
Yeah, I got music in my ears.
So I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
All
right.
right,
Thanks
brilliant.
again, Dr. T. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.